In a development that has drawn significant attention across global defense circles and military aviation analysts, Russia has reportedly expanded its fifth-generation combat aviation program with the emergence of a new twin-seat variant of its Su-57 stealth fighter. Often referred to in defense commentary as the Su-57D, a configuration believed to be designed specifically to enhance manned-unmanned teaming capabilities and act as an airborne command platform for advanced combat drones such as the Su-57D Okhotnik Hunter unmanned aerial vehicle, signaling a potential shift in how Russia envisions future air combat doctrine centered around networked warfare, distributed lethality, and pilot-assisted drone swarm control, with early reports suggesting that the aircraft has been adapted from the baseline Su-57 Felon airframe developed by Sukhoi under the United Aircraft Corporation to incorporate a second cockpit seat for a mission systems officer or drone warfare operator, thereby allowing the aircraft to manage multiple autonomous or semi-autonomous wingman drones during high-intensity missions, while also maintaining full stealth combat capability in contested airspace. And although Russian authorities have not officially confirmed full operational status of such a variant, defense industry observers and aviation-focused publications have pointed to recent flight activity and prototype imagery circulating in specialized aerospace forums as potential indicators that a test program is underway or nearing advanced evaluation stages, particularly in relation to integration trials between the Su-57 platform and the Okhotnik heavy combat drone developed by Sukhoi's Experimental Design Bureau, which itself is designed with flying wing stealth geometry, internal weapons bays, and AI-assisted autonomous navigation systems intended to reduce pilot workload while increasing mission endurance and strike precision. And in this emerging concept of operations, the Su-57D would act as a mothership or airborne command node, capable of directing multiple drones for reconnaissance, electronic warfare, suppression of enemy air defenses, and deep strike missions without exposing the manned aircraft to unnecessary risk, a doctrine that mirrors broader global trends seen in the United States Collaborative Combat Aircraft Program and similar initiatives in China's Loyal Wingman drone development efforts, suggesting that the future of air superiority is increasingly tied not only to individual aircraft performance but to the effectiveness of integrated human-machine combat networks. And according to speculative assessments by military analysts, the addition of a second seat in a stealth fighter like the Su-57 introduces both advantages and design challenges, including increased fuselage volume, potential radar cross-section management issues, and the need for advanced sensor fusion systems capable of allowing two crew members to operate seamlessly within a highly automated combat environment. Yet proponents of the concept argue that the complexity of controlling multiple unmanned combat aerial vehicles in real-time combat scenarios necessitates a dedicated operator who can focus entirely on drone coordination, electronic warfare management, and battlefield data interpretation while the pilot concentrates on aircraft maneuvering and survivability in contested airspace. And in this context, the Su-57D is believed to incorporate upgraded avionics, expanded data link bandwidth, enhanced AI-assisted mission planning systems, and secure encrypted communications channels designed to maintain control of drones even in environments with heavy electronic jamming or cyber warfare interference, which has become a defining feature of modern aerial combat environments, particularly in regions where advanced integrated air defense systems are deployed. And while exact specifications remain unverified, some defense commentators speculate that the aircraft may also include improved radar systems derived from the N036 Byelka AESA radar suite, optimized cockpit displays for multi-vehicle coordination, and potential structural reinforcements to accommodate extended mission durations associated with drone command operations, especially when acting as a forward controller for stealth UAVs like the Okhotnik, which itself is estimated to have a range capable of deep penetration strike missions when paired with airborne command assets. And the strategic logic behind such a platform aligns with Russia's broader military modernization efforts aimed at countering NATO's technological advantages through asymmetric innovation, electronic warfare superiority, and the integration of unmanned systems into traditional air combat doctrine, a trend that has accelerated significantly in the past decade as global powers increasingly invest in artificial intelligence-driven battlefield systems, autonomous reconnaissance platforms, and network-centric warfare capabilities, And in this evolving landscape, the Su-57D concept represents not merely an incremental upgrade, but potentially a doctrinal shift toward distributed aerial command structures where a single manned fighter becomes a floating command center orchestrating multiple drones across a wide battle space, thereby multiplying combat effectiveness while reducing pilot exposure to high-risk engagements. And analysts further suggest that if such a platform reaches full operational deployment, it could significantly alter air combat strategies in regions such as Eastern Europe, the Arctic, and the Indo-Pacific, where long-range air defense systems and electronic warfare environments demand highly adaptive and survivable strike packages. And in simulated combat scenarios studied by defense think tanks, manned-unmanned teaming has demonstrated advantages in target saturation, electronic countermeasure resilience, and rapid battlefield adaptation, particularly when drones are used as expendable sensors or decoys to confuse enemy radar systems while the manned fighter remains at a safer standoff distance. And the Su-57D's presumed role as a command aircraft would therefore place it at the center of multi-domain operations involving air, land, and potentially maritime strike coordination, integrating satellite feeds, ground-based intelligence, and airborne sensor data into a unified combat picture accessible to both crew members in real time. And despite the lack of official confirmation from Russian defense authorities,